What's going on? We are back. I got cut off because my phone died. But anyway, we're back. This is Real Estate Q&A session, week 89. I have my phone plugged up. We should be good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I greatly apologize for that. Obviously, I was driving and I had no idea my phone was at 0. And it definitely dropped. And we had a lot of people in here for some reason. And I am upset that the thing cut off. But what we're going to do is we're going to keep this thing going, give some people some time to come back in here, and so that we can get this thing back rolling. If you're new here, if you've never been here, this is Real Estate Q&A session week 89. Been doing this for 89 weeks straight. The goal is 100, where I come in, you guys ask anything, everything real estate related, I'll do my best to answer. This is how I give back, right? Doesn't matter whether you're trying to buy your first house, your 10th house, rental properties, flips, financing, contractors, real estate. It doesn't matter. I've delved my hand in pretty much all of that. Disclaimer for anybody that's new here: I am not a guru. I don't claim to be. I'm not asking for your money. I'm not selling any courses. I don't even want your email addresses, right? But I do know a thing or two about a thing or two, as I am a general contractor, an investor in flips and rental properties, building a portfolio, general contractor, and a lead abatement supervisor. So, did I say real estate agent? Yes, real estate agent too. So yes, I have done pretty much most things. So you guys can take my information with a grain of salt, or my questions, I'm not questions, but my answers with a grain of salt. All right, completely up to you. Only thing I ask, as I've done this each and every week for an hour every week, I have almost 90 hours of content. The only thing I ask is screenshot, post to your story, let folks know what we're doing. What's going on, Realtor Blaine? Appreciate you popping in here. Devin, was good. Yeah, I had my phone died, and unfortunately I had to get it charged, and that is why the previous feed cut off. So yes, but yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, drop it right there in the comment section below, and or where the question mark is, and I will do my best to answer. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do. I will answer to the best of my ability. Before we got cut off, I was asking folks what their 2020 goals are in real estate. What are they trying to do? If you're trying to buy a house, an investment property, whatever the case may be, get a license, doesn't matter. Drop it right there in the comment section below so we can talk about it and see what you guys are trying to do. And obviously, I like to hold people accountable when they tell me things that they want to do. Most of the folks that come in here every week and been supportive, I know what their goals are because we've discussed them before. But yeah, like I said, I'd like to know that. Realtor Blaine says, hey man, I'm an agent and investor from the Chicagoland area. Yes, Chicago. What's going on? Appreciate you for coming in here, man. Chicago is a great city. You say you're an investor. What kind of investing are you doing? Are you doing short-term rentals, long-term rentals? What are you doing in the Chicago area? How's the market? I'd like to know. I know a couple people out there, so it's always good to know. Actually, I know a really good friend of mine. He's doing a lot of big stuff out there, and he's in the healthcare. He's got spas. He's got rental properties. He's done the flips out there. He does a lot out there, so yeah. So I have a short-term rental under contract and looking for an 8-unit for my Q1 goals. That's what I like to hear. 8 units. 8 units and above. I love it. Obviously, multifamily is the business. I have a couple multifamilies of my own, but they're still in the residential side, not commercial. So I have a couple of triplexes, a couple of duplexes, and those are great. But I have a whole bunch of single family rentals, but I would like to elevate and get into some bigger units. So hearing that you're out there trying to get this 8-unit under contract and secured is a good thing. You give me some motivation to go out there and look for an 8-unit. Now in Baltimore, they're not that frequent. There are a lot of multi-units out here, but a lot of them are very, 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 very distressed. And the ones that are for sale, or the ones that are available, are highly, highly, highly priced, which I'm pretty sure is a issue across America. You know how it goes. The best deals, the best multifamily deals that I've bought have all been all off market, which is where you can create your own home run depending on your negotiation skills and the situation the seller is in and how best you can help them. So that's where I like to source my multifamily deals. I have 10 long-term, 1 short-term. So you have 10 single-family properties and 1 short-term. Okay, that's dope. Don Dior, what's going on? Appreciate you popping in here. Me too, exactly. Most single families and duplexes. Yeah, that's the low-hanging fruit. Obviously, again, the name of the game is doors. My goal is 100. I'm trying to get to 100. Now, I never, like, I come on here and I pretty much keep it real about everything. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, right? I tell you guys about my losses. I tell you guys about my wins. Stress. I tell you guys all that stuff. I don't mind disclosing any of that because I keep it funky. One thing I don't tell is how many doors I have. I got to keep that close to the vest. But just know I don't have 100 yet. And when I get to 100, you guys know I don't have 50 either. But I'm on my way there. So so that is the goal. But yeah, man, that is awesome. It's good to hear that there's some other folks out here kind of like in the same position and looking to move in a direction of bigger units and more doors, right? How do we do that? Are you using hard money? Are you using banks? What are you using as far as financing is concerned? I'd like to know. And also, if you want to hop on here, you very much well can. I do bring people on if you want to hop on here and chat for a hot second. What's going on, Nate? Oh my! Hey, Nate made it on. Nate made it on to the show, man. Man's got a break and came on to the show. Appreciate you for popping in here, dog. As always, it's love, 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 man. But while we wait for Blaine, before we got cut off. Somebody asked me a good question, which was, how do I know what a good investment property is, right? And I was kind of giving the breakdown of how I look at, what's worth my time and what's not worth my time. More than likely, when you guys are out there searching for deals, 8 out of 10 deals are probably not worth your time, right? And I say that meaning depending on what your criteria is, what you're looking for when it comes to a rental property or a flip. The numbers have to make sense in order for you to spend time on that deal, evaluating that deal. It's a process of elimination. You can find yourself wrapping your head around trying to make a deal work and it doesn't work. It never worked to begin with, right? And so that's why when we look at deals, first thing we have to do is evaluate deals not off emotion, but off the numbers. You can buy with emotion and you'll get your ass chewed out. Right, you get your ass handed to you out here in these streets. Hold on, Blaine wants to come on. Bring him on here quick. Get my boy Nate. Let's see here. Accept.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having me on here. I was love what you're talking about. I was just chiming in. It's kind of hard to type, so thanks for letting me jump in on with that.
All good, man. It's nice to see new faces, man. I've been doing this for a while, and obviously I like to bring folks on and talk real estate, man. And it's always a good thing to hear different perspectives and how people are doing different things in different markets. So appreciate you popping in here. So yeah, you got this 10 unit. Oh no, this 8 unit. Tell us about the deal.
No, it's a goal. That's a goal. It's a goal. We don't have it yet.
Yeah, but how did you find it?
We've been searching, so we've been looking kind of outside of our market, in and around. We're mostly in and around Chicagoland, Western burbs. We have a few properties in Chicago, but we've having a hard time finding something where we can scale up like that 8 unit or larger. So we've been kind of looking out western state of Illinois, different areas, and I had one almost under contract, and then we lost it to what I think was a Click Invest buyer who threw an offer in there and missed it. But because we missed that one, we ended up picking up a short-term rental in Wisconsin. We got under contract, so we're really excited about that one.
So you're buying in different cities?
Yeah, I actually literally just got back from Florida last night. We were looking at some land and some properties down there for the short-term type of game, because we want to have a couple more short-term rentals and then a multi-unit. So we have the one in Wisconsin under contract.
Yeah.
But other than that, most of our properties are local.
So let me ask you this, because all of my properties are in Baltimore City. I'm actually from Florida. I just got back Sunday over in the Jacksonville area. That's where I'm from.
Nice.
But all my properties are in Baltimore City. And, people have asked me, hey, are you going to invest anywhere else or back home in Florida? And I do a lot of the groundwork. So I live in this truck, basically. And I guess it's a mental thing as far as like breaking that barrier to say, okay, let's go invest somewhere else where I'm just not at, right? So for you, what was it like to be like, all right, we have property here, but we can now transcend to a different area and feel okay investing in that area, knowing that we're physically not there? Like, how did you prepare yourself for that?
Honestly, I feel like it's something I want to do so that it forces me from having to be part more of the property management side of things and doing the work. It kind of forces me to get contractors and to budget accordingly so that I can kind of take myself out of that whole part. I mean, a lot of the properties that I have, 80 to 90% of it, I did all the work. I did everything, buying and selling them or renting them. And now we're going out of state. It's like, okay, I can't be there. I can come up and I can't, so it's kind of a good thing. But at the same time, you really got to plan accordingly and budget right. Otherwise, you can find yourself in trouble.
So for the folks that's listening, what are some of the things? So it's all about the team, the boots on the ground. So who are the first couple of people you're calling that are boots on the ground when you're looking at a potential deal in a different market?
So in this particular, we're looking in Florida as well, like I mentioned, kind of around Disney or south of Disney in Tampa, Sarasota. But in Wisconsin, we really kind of focused on, we had a couple people that live or have properties in the area, so we connected with them. We've reached out to a couple short-term rental hosts in the area,
Right.
just to kind of see what they've been doing as far as property management, cleaning, prepping the property for short-term
Right.
rental, because that's really our goal for both of these properties that we're after. So really it's been kind of just gauging, just like we're doing right now, networking with other people that are like-minded or already doing it, and then getting some of that information. We've also went and talked to some neighbors, some people in the area when we were looking up there, and they told us, like, this is a small town, right, in Wisconsin. She's like, go to this little store over on the main street and talk to Johnny. He knows everybody. And to be quite honest, like, just going over there, he's like, I got a plow guy, I got grass cutters, I got this, and just kind of, it's, we're human beings and we're social, and you treat people well, people are gonna treat you well, and I feel like you just gotta start talking to as many people as possible, and that's been a big help. But at the same time, you have to also vet the people that you're talking to, and you don't just go on there blind and trusting everybody.
Oh yeah, man. I trust me. It's all about the relationships. I know. I have a feeling we might have started out the same way, just really getting in there and spending a lot of time getting things going, and that takes a lot of time. It's okay when you first start, but when you're trying to scale, you got to start putting people in places to where you're not in the job, right? And I know for me, when I first started, I didn't know crap. And so I spent a lot of time in those houses doing the actual work, talking to guys, working alongside with guys. And then I got to the point where it's like, okay, if I'm spending 6, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours inside this house, I'm not doing other stuff. And so I got to a point where it's like, all right, let's get this general contractor's license and then just make another step above that. So where now I'm managing people, right? But I'm still managing people. You get what I'm saying? And so there's another level I'd like to get to where it's like, how can I need to find another me to do this, the truck, the running around, all that kind of stuff, so that I can do what you're doing and Let's go look for deals on. That's the most fun part of this whole ordeal is acquisitions, like the hunt, trying to like get a gazelle. Like that is the best, most
Yeah.
exciting part of doing this stuff, man. And I'd like to do more of it. Currently can't right now. I do it when I need to. Like if we have a deal coming out the pipeline or a couple coming out the pipeline, I got okay, all right, I need 2 more houses. Let's go on the hunt. But during that time when I'm on the hunt, oh my gosh, it's exciting, man. It's really exciting, you know. Do you
I
guys do
love how
all off market?
say it again.
You guys do all off market?
No, no. I mean, we've gotten a few properties off market, but most of them have been on the MLS. And I liked your comment about the gazelle. You know, 'cause I feel like when you first see all these properties, none of them look like a gazelle, right? They all look like that just limping, dying, you know, animal just waiting to get eaten up, and then turn it turn it into that gazelle, right? And yeah, I mean, no, as far as off market, we're really working now. That's kind of something that we've been strategizing, you know, connecting more with wholesalers and just door knocking ourselves and mailers. But we haven't really. We did pull a couple duplexes on Facebook, which was
Oh
interesting.
wow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But for the most part, most of our properties have been on the MLS, so
Yeah.
they're out there to get. You can still get it.
They're out there, man. That's actually how I learned. Because I used to like I did a deal or two before, like by myself when I first started in 2017, but then I spent probably about a year and a half working with an investor as an acquisitions manager. And you know, he did about 60 deals a year. He wholesaled about 30 and flipped the other 30. And one of the main sources was the MLS. So he was a licensed agent as well, so he had the access. And so I would literally scour the MLS every single day, filter, you know how to filter and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, there's folks that, oh, there's no deals on the MLS. No, there is. There's definitely deals on the MLS. You just have to be consistent. Your filter game has to be right, and you have to move quickly. Because when there's a hot deal, there's a hot deal. You know, right? You got to get that offer in, and I like to try to. There's a couple things, nuanced things that you can do to have a competitive edge to win. But the deals are definitely out there. They're definitely out there. In fact, the last couple deals I've done were off the MLS. You know?
I agree.
Now, when you go on the MLS and let's say you find a deal and it looks good, you've been out there, are you asking the agent to write the offer?
I'm a licensed agent in Illinois and Wisconsin, so I write the offers up, which definitely helps, you know, because I can get it as fast as I want. I can get in the properties as soon as I need to. So no, I write up. But this one in Wisconsin, this short-term rental that we purchased, I'm licensed in Wisconsin, but we had the listing agent do the deal for us. Because I thought that was going to help us get it. She's going to earn a little bit extra commission. I mean, it was a $160,000 property. It wasn't like we're buying, you know, $500,000 house or anything.
Yeah.
But she made a couple extra dollars on it, so it kind of helped us get it. So that's definitely a strategy.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I actually never take that commission. I just say, hey, look, can you write the offer for me? And the times that I've won, it's been because of that. And there's been times where I had to be the highest bidder, but I had the inside scoop. Like they're writing the offers. So if somebody is, you know, 5K above or they're telling me where I need to be at. And it either work or it won't work. So there's been times where I've been the highest bidder with help. And then there's been times where I wasn't the highest bidder and they just had a good relationship with the seller, say, hey, look, this guy is 15K over, but I just don't believe that he's going to, you know, he hasn't shown that he can perform. And he hasn't been quick, tactful, and all that stuff. This other guy, he's already sent me EMD. He's showed me XYZ. He knows his numbers. I think you should go with them, and got deals that way. You know, so a lot of folks will say, hey, do I need to get a license if I'm an investor? No, you don't. But there's definitely some competitive advantages to having a license. You know, it's even with the access to the MLS. You're not waiting on an agent to send you the deals, to comp the deals for you. And I think that's where you know, we have a real competitive advantage. We can comp deals whenever, however we want. You know, do you see that as an advantage for you?
Absolutely. I mean, I give my clients ARV numbers, right away, and potential rental numbers, right away, so they kind of get an idea. And then when we go and look, we're just estimating rehab costs, and trying to figure out if it's going to work. But yeah, no, I mean, like you said, I agree 100%. You don't need your license to be a good or successful investor, but it definitely helps for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Now, how many people do you have working with you? Is it just you, your family, or what?
Yeah, for the most part, I got about 3 people that work with me. I mentor many people on Instagram, and I'm building a real estate team at the moment. So I got a couple younger agents that are joining on with me right now. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, like just like you, I've been in the thick of it, from the purchase to the rehab to listing it for rent to
Yeah,
refinancing it, just all of it. So it's tough in the beginning, but
yeah, it's
doesn't.
definitely tough. I wanna. So the folks that come on here for my show, I don't. You do a show, right?
No, no, I don't have a show.
Or you just mentor folks that DM you on Instagram?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I was gonna say that anybody in your area or anybody that I know that comes on my show that's in your area, I definitely want to shoot them your way. I like to show love. Like if I know people, I know some folks in Wisconsin. Actually, I know a developer in Wisconsin. You ever Brandon Rule?
That name sounds familiar, but doesn't. It's not popping in my head as far as a face to the name.
Young developer. But he's got, I believe he's got a couple development. One, I think he's got a couple that's completed, and he might be. I think they broke ground on another one recently. So he'd be. In fact, what I'll do is I'll send you his Instagram, and he's a good person to follow if you want to reach out to him. He's in Wisconsin, and then I know another guy in Chicago that does a lot of rentals, short term. He's really good with short term rentals, like really good. And he also does med spas as well. So I can shoot you both their contact information, man, via DM. And like you say, you can follow them, reach out to them, let them know I sent you, and get some
Yeah, that's
doctor.
awesome. I appreciate that. My wife, she started an actual like investor meetup, like a virtual one once COVID hit,
Yeah.
and she's got grown really, really big. So that's another thing for people to jump on. I mean, we had a lot of bigger pockets guests that were guests on her show, or I guess not show. It's just a meetup. It's very informal, but
Yeah.
um, Kevin Christensen, Shantanu, Phi couple, they were all guests on her meetup, and it's
Oh,
been growing really really large. But it's really just kind of a get together, just like we're doing right now. It's just
yeah.
informal, just all trying to help each other, man, because we're all trying to get to the same place. We're not competing against each other. We're all trying to help.
There's so much inventory out here, brother. It's not even funny. You know. But
Crazy.
send me the invite to the group, man. I'd love to pop in there, see what you guys are talking about, and maybe hop on and talk, and whatever the case may be. I'd be interested in. I always, like I said, I do this for the folks that follow, but anybody in Baltimore, I'm always willing to help in the area, DC and stuff, because Baltimore's a hot area for cash flow. And I'm always going to be an advocate. So if there's people in your group that want to come invest down here, man, hey, let me know.
I might hit you up because I grew up loving Baltimore Orioles. I've been to Baltimore a few times, and definitely looking. So I'll definitely stay in touch with you for sure.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you popping in here, man. I gotta go holler at my tax guy, but I definitely appreciate you popping on. And I do this every Thursday. You want to pop in again? We can chit chat, whatever. Now you see how it goes.
Sounds good, man. It's great chatting with you.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, you too.
All
See
right,
you.
all right, guys. That's how we do it. We bring folks on. and we talk real estate. So for anybody that's new that came in here, this is Real Estate Q&A Sessions. Week 89. The goal is 100. Been doing this for 89 weeks straight. We come on every Thursday, 12 o'clock. Sometimes I'm a little late depending on what I do, what I'm doing at the moment, but it's every Thursday. And so you can come in here, ask anything, everything real estate related. I'll do my best to answer. I always shout out to folks that pop in here as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Nate want me to come down to Florida. Yeah, I know. We're gonna get to Florida eventually, man. We're gonna get down there eventually. But we got who else we got? We had do I can't pronounce that name. Sorry. Lily Kosek, what's going on? Appreciate you popping in here. Torin, Corey, Ashley, what's going on? Five Road Ways, what's going on? Sneaky Feed, what's up? Mo underscore J-Lo, hello. Adventure REI, what's good? Tifker Real Estate, appreciate you guys. If I butchered your name, I apologize, right? But yes, I do appreciate you guys for popping in here. I do this every single Thursday, where you guys can come and ask anything, everything real estate related. I will do my best to answer. As of right now, I have to go holler at my tax guy. It's 2022 and I need to get my taxes in order. So what we'll do is we'll conclude the show and we will holler back again next week, Thursday. Set your reminders on your, hit the notification button from my profile. Every show that I do post it on my feed. So you can go back and look at all 90 or 89 hours of show time and go back and listen to all that kind of stuff. I've answered a million questions. So you can go back and get that if you don't make the recording time. So outside of that, peace, love, and happiness. You guys, I will see you next week. Always remember to love and appreciate your time here. Appreciate your family. Don't take that time for granted. We always trying to make money. There's a lot of money to be made, but that can also be a distraction from you actually spending time with the people that love you. We are all on borrowed time. Don't take advantage of, take advantage of that time that you have with your loved ones while you're here. All right, that's always my message. Peace, love, happiness. See you guys. RIP Dolph.